Hello ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, Death Knight Paragon coming at you with a Warlock dot build. This is a lot better than the one that I posted earlier. I've been doing pretty good with this one. Without further ado, let's get down to the skills. Now the skills you'll want are Siphon Life. Siphon Life is going to bind your life in a ritual for 12 seconds, during which taking damage accumulates power. And then once the taking damage 5 times, you heal for 30%, increasing your damage by 30% and attack speed by 30% for 5 seconds. Then your main skill, Infernal Eruption, is going to apply a dot, a burn dot, and then the more burns they get stacks of immolate. It's also going to have increased range size, and then it's going to deal more damage to burning enemies. Then we have Devouring Darkness. You're going to proc this after you hit Infernal Eruption. So Devouring Darkness now powers you for 3 seconds, draining 1% of your current life every 0.5 seconds to cause your attacks to trigger blast waves of dark energy at your target's location, dealing damage to surrounding enemies. Each target could trigger at most 1 blast wave per second. This is going to be really good for this build. And then we have Burning Ascent. This is here to get you out of CC, get you out of bad predicaments, break you free of CC, and give you a dash, maximum 2 charges. And then we have Lunatic Rush. Lunatic Rush is just going to be your primary attack. So the build, you'll want to proc Siphon Life, Infernal Eruption, and then Devouring Darkness. And as you're taking damage from Devouring Darkness, it'll also trigger Siphon Life. And then Burning Ascent is here just for bad predicaments. Alright, so for the essences, for the Infernal Eruption, we have 3 essences for Infernal Eruption. You'll want Watch Them Wreath for the chest. For an offhand, you want Jawless Grin. And then for the pants, you want Margin of Error. Then for Siphon Life, you'll want Guilt Jag for the helmet. And then for one main hand, you want Clawing End. And then for Burning Ascent, the one main hand, you want Harsh Discipline. For Devouring Darkness, you want Unholy Domain. And then for the last essence, the offhand, you want Dirty Tactics. I'm using the Gladiator Tree, Cheat Death, Grizzled Veteran, First Aid, Battle Morale, Hold Formation, and then Searing Flame. For the greens, I'm using 2-piece Vithus, 4-piece Aigments, and then 2-piece Feasting Barons. The gems, I'm using Seeping Bile, Blood-Soaked Jade, Bottled Hope, Roiling Consequence, Colossus Engine, Blood Flow, Leviathan Tome, and then Hellbound Desire. Then secondaries. Potency is really good here. The higher your potency, the longer your dots will last, depending on the enemy's resistance though. And then Armor Pen too. High Armor Pen will let you hit harder, depending on the enemy's armor as well. Now the Reforges. All my Reforges have all skill damage increased, critical hit damage, damage taken from players, damage taken while suffering, loss of control, and duration of beneficial effects. I have all the jolt set on all of them. If you don't want critical hit damage, I would recommend damage done to players increased,